question is for the Minister of Finance. Trump's tariffs are now in place, and our industry, suppliers, producers, we all need new markets. The federal government recently established a Supply Chain Advisory Council roundtable to guide internal domestic trade, with representation from industry, labor, and public policy experts. This seems like a logical step that will provide greater accountability and transparency. Why hasn't this government done the same?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Finance and Treasury Board.
Madam Speaker, I'm very pleased to talk about this situation of the Trump tariffs, which we are very disappointed that we are facing. But I want the member to know that the budget that we tabled has a number of provisions to address the tariff situation. In reality, it's an economic stimulus budget. We're investing in capital, the largest capital plan in the history of Nova Scotia. $235 billion in schools, hospitals, houses and roads. We're giving a $500 million tax break to Nova Scotians. So this was all done in line of sight of realizing that we needed our economy to be stimulated, realizing the threat of the tariffs was there. So thank you, Madam Speaker.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Halifax Citadel Sable Island.
Many industries and many organizations that have long exported their goods to the United States don't have a seat at this government's decision-making table. And we've been missing out on innovative ideas that can help our province flourish. So, for instance, we could be making specific and meaningful investments in agriculture right now for the 2025 season. I know the minister is quite familiar with this, but farmers are planning now what to put in the fields, when to put it in, and how much is all that going to cost, and is the cost going to keep increasing? We could be making a difference now. Why is this government not listening to those impacted most by Trump's tariffs?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Growth and Development.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. We are listening. We are meeting with industry, with businesses, Madam Speaker, through my department, through Intergovernmental Affairs. We've set up the tariff hotline and survey, Madam Speaker. But I want Nova Scotians to know, as part of our provincial response, actually, in fact, before the threat of tariffs, there are programs available there. On top of the investments that the Honourable Minister of Finance has announced, there's over $130 million of programming through Invest Nova Scotia to support the initiatives that the Honourable Member opposite has highlighted, targeting export development, Madam Speaker, targeting innovation, Madam Speaker, targeting Nova Scotia oil, and we'll continue doing that.